Hello, and welcome to today's episode of Your Light in Darkness. I'm Ashley, the creator of this podcast, and I am so happy and grateful that each and every one of you are tuned in, listening to this message that I have straight for you to assist you as you transition and change your life, whatever state you're in, wherever you find yourself, wherever your circumstances are right now. I'm here to assist you, and it is an absolute honor and pleasure to do so. Thank you to each and every one of my global listeners. It's so awesome to be able to reach you no matter where in the world you are. It is such an amazing thing to me, and I don't take that lightly. And I thank each and every one of you that continue to tune in and support the channel, support my podcast, support the work wherever you see me or hear me at. I thank you so much. So I'm going to go ahead and jump right into today's message. It is all about your words because your words create your world. You know, as little children, we are taught to use our words. Sometimes if you observe children and they haven't gotten to the stage of fully being able to express themselves yet, they will have emotional breakdowns because that's the way that they know how to get their message across. And so they have these emotional breakdowns. And we as adults will tell them, use your words, open your mouth, or if they're already speaking, enunciate, I can't understand you. Well, in the same way as adults, we have to be able to use our words to convey the message that we want someone else to receive. So if you want a glass of water and your spouse is in the kitchen by the fridge and you want a glass of water, so you're not just simply gonna putting your hands out and this and doing all these symbols and stuff. We don't have to do that. We can simply say, I would like a glass of water. So if we have to do that on a person to person human level, let's take that up a little bit and think about when we are conveying a message to the universe, to the energy, to shape our world and shape our reality, all of the atoms and energetic particles that come together to form the matter that we see. We have to be mindful of the words that we're speaking because your words are another thing that create your reality along with your thoughts. But today we're going to focus in on the words. So I want you to sit and think about this. And you can write this down if you'd like to. If that's helpful, you can write it down so you can really have it on paper to see what your answers are and reflect on that. So, what words are you using? How do you describe yourself? Do you describe yourself, I am happy, I am capable, I am so in love, I'm able to do anything I desire? Or are you saying words such as nothing goes right, or you can't get anything right, or I don't know why things don't work for me? Like words like that. How are you using your words? And those are just examples. There are so many different ways that you could be using words to describe yourself, but those are just some really basic examples. How do you describe your life? How do you describe your circumstances? What is currently going on? Are you speaking, everything always works out for my good? Somehow, some way, miracles are made every day, or are you focusing in on things constantly not working, not breaking down? And I get it, or breaking down. I get it because in the world, in the way that we were taught and raised, what we saw modeled was most of us was people always talking about what was going on in their lives in a lower energetic state. They didn't know. They didn't know. I said this in many of the messages that I put out, that we're in such an amazing time because we have access to a whole lot of information. And if we tap into that information and we use it for good, our lives change dramatically. We have the privilege of being able to heal. That's not to say that people of the past didn't, but the time that it was in, it was like they were in the dark ages, if you want to put it plainly like that. They had to rely on everything that was being fed to them. But now we have the awesome ability to go out and learn and receive and see so many different things in different ways from different viewpoints. It's opened up so many wonderful things for each and every one of us. And so I want you to just really think about what your internal talk or dialogue is like. You know, when you are going through difficult times, it is so easy to just focus in on that and then get into this state of spiraling into, this didn't work, that didn't work, and I'm not doing this, and like all of that type of talk. It's so easy to, but I want you to know that words have power. Words have power. The very words that we learn to utter from little children, these things are powerful. Words create worlds. Whenever you speak, you are casting a spell in the form of words. And really, if you want to take it further, it's the sound, because certain words have certain frequencies. This is how ancient people, they knew the power of words and the power of using the words to create. And many people are coming to the understanding of this now. And so more and more you'll find people such as yourself that are coming into the knowledge of, hey, I need to really watch what I say and make sure that the words that I say are edifying and building and add power into my life, but not defeating. So if things aren't going right in your life, check how you speak about your circumstances. Check how you're speaking. Things might have fallen apart. You might have just lost your job. And that's a challenging one. That is a challenging one. I understand. But if you can find just one thing in that situation to be grateful for, to be able to shift from, oh my God, what am I going to do? I just lost my job, to be able to shift from, I am so grateful that now I have more time to rest. Or I am so grateful that now I have more time to call in a job that is energetically aligned for me. You see how you can truly take any situation and transmute that energy and turn it around so that it works for your good. I've had to do this in so many areas of my life. I'm not just speaking to you from something that I have learned from a book. I am speaking to you as a practitioner of this. And I'm not going to say that I am perfect in any way. I too have made my mistakes and slip up at times. But the thing is, I catch it, when it happens, I catch it and I flip it and I begin to speak life and speak things that are not to be as though they were. It's written in the book. It's written in the holy text. If you are a Bible reader, you might be coming from Christianity. My Just to give a little bit of my background, my family was raised Christian. I come from a Christian background. My upbringing in my home, we were not people that went to church every Sunday, but we did go occasionally. Um, and then as I became an adult, I began to go to church on my own. And I must say that even when I was in church, heavy into church, I experienced many phenomenons. And in the same manner that I do now, as I operate under universal laws and spirituality, I use different modalities and create many wonderful experiences because I've always been a person that no matter what I was into or studying at the time, I put my full faith in it. And so I want you to know that no matter what background you find yourself spiritually, you can still use your words to create the life that you desire, to shift things around, to transmute things, even if they seem really dark and heavy. You will go through emotional ranges. I talk about a lot of that in my work whenever I discuss healing. You're going to feel the emotions, and you have to, in a sense, to get it out. You just have to spend some time doing that inner work in order to get those old stuck energies and emotions out, in order to begin to change things and change circumstances in your life. So, another aspect I want you to think about is, how do you feel about others? How do you speak about others? What are your dominant thoughts about people? Are you someone that believes in the good in people, believes, hey, people are who they are? Are you always gossiping or talking about people, talking down about people? If so, I would encourage you to stop. Um, you know, when we're putting this energy out there, it adds layers into your own energy that comes back, or the energetic realm that you find yourself dwelling in. And so this is something that you have to work through, letting people be who they are. That doesn't mean that they have to remain in your space. If it's someone close to you, you will know and be guided on what to do in each and every area of your life if you trust, know, and believe that. But watch how you speak about people. How do you speak about money? Do you speak there's more than enough, or are you always speaking that, oh, it's so hard, you have to go out here and you have to work hard and you have to pound the pavement, and then the man wants to take this from you and all this and that, and you're always talking about the government and how they try to keep you down and all of this stuff, which is giving power to other people, when it's you are the power. You are the power. You are the one creating your everyday life. You, in co-creation with the source, the all, the universe, God, our higher power, our grand creator, whatever, with your spirit guides, angels, ancestors, however you want to term the spiritual aspects of life, the great energy, however you want to term that. But stop giving your power away to other people. Now, is at a certain point, it is easy to stay in that frame of mind. It's called victim mentality, that things are always happening to you, and that you don't have any power to change things, and people are always doing this or that. But at a certain point, you have to take accountability for yourself and for how things have unfolded, and look at the role you play. Not everything is all on you, but we each play a role in the different circumstances in our lives. So I want you to know that as you're thinking about the words that you're speaking. Because if you are always talking about how bad things are, how bad the economy is, there's no money out there, all of this stuff is just destruction, and all of these down things never work for you, that's all you will receive. That is where you will remain. And that is a hard truth for many people. But if you're listening to me, I know you're ready for that truth, because you're ready to change your life and go into another level. You are awakening. You are ascending. You are seeing things in the 3D reality, the matrix, the physical reality, however you want to term that, you're seeing things for what they are. You're seeing them for what they are, and you know that there's more. And so I know that you are a person that's ready to go to the next level, that's ready to heal and do the work, and ready to live that life that you want. It's not all about material things. Yes, you can have those material things, but it is not all about that. Love, peace, harmony, joy, fulfillment, bliss. These are wonderful, wonderful frequencies and energies to be in. And they're not material. Some of the things in the material may aid you in those experiences, but when you are thinking about creating what you desire, think about, yes, the material, but beyond that, what what feeling state, what emotional state do you want to be in? So think about that. So instead of speaking about lack and defeat, you must speak your desires. You must speak your desires. So to give you an example of that, that's you speaking, I am so thankful that I have all that I desire. I'm so thankful for my bed. I am so thankful. You're stating your desires from a place of gratitude. And to up level that, you want to speak them from a place of having what you desire. So I'm going to give you a material example because that's easy for a lot of people to understand. I am grateful for my home. I am grateful for an abundance of divine love. I am so happy and grateful that I have a steady income that increases constantly and consistently. You might not see that in your physical reality yet, but it is already created in the 4D, in the 5D. These are higher levels of inner knowing. These are higher dimensions that are all within. And it's already created. So what you're doing is you are calling it into your 3D physical existence. And you want to speak it from the place of already having it. If you want a Mercedes Benz, oh, it feels good every time I step out into my garage and open my Mercedes Benz and back out and just drive to my favorite market every day. I love how it feels having the roof down and my shades on, scarf blowing in the wind, seeing the birds on the side of the road and the sun beaming down on me. It just feels so amazing. You are describing it and you're feeling it and you're stepping into what it feels like to be in that reality. And yes, this is called being delusional. For those of you that might be thinking, huh? Lying to yourself. Yes, it is. If that helps you to understand it, but this is how you bring these things into your reality. You have to be okay with that. Because the more and more you talk about what you don't have, is the more and more you're going to not have that. And you're going to not experience that. The more and more you speak about all that is yours, all that you deserve, all that you desire, that stuff comes in and it just grows and grows and grows. And then you'll turn around and you'll not recognize your life. The more you speak love, life, abundance, peace, prosperity, all things working out for you, the more you'll see that manifest in your physical reality. It's going to be uncomfortable at first, and it's uncomfortable as you're shifting to different areas at times too, but you begin to be comfortable with that. It's like anything else. When you're learning something new, when you're doing something new, at first it's uncomfortable, but then you adjust. And it's like second nature. It's going to feel odd, but just keep doing it. This is healing your words, you heal your thoughts, and you change your life. So, again, to wrap up, be mindful of the words that you speak because they are creating your world, they're creating your reality, you're shifting energy. You begin to notice how, as you begin to shift your words and your reality, how everything around you responds to that and shifts. And you don't even have to say a thing to them because you are the one changes. So as you change, your perception of everything around you change, and it changes your perspective. It's amazing. It's amazing. Sometimes we get off. That's okay. That's okay. This is something that you haven't been doing. You spent a lifetime operating the way that you were. And so it's okay for you. If you get off, just get right back on. Don't sit in condemnation. Give yourself some grace. Don't beat yourself up. If you see you've gotten off track, recognize it, stop it, pivot, and get right back on to what you need to do to create your ideal life and reality. And I promise you, if you do the work, you will experience the shift. I want to leave you with an affirmation. You write this down, speak this, record it, play it on loop, speak it as you're going about your daily activities. Create your own affirmations, but this is one to help you get started. I speak words that easily and effortlessly create the perfect life for me. I speak words that easily and effortlessly create the perfect life for me. I speak words that easily and effortlessly create the perfect life for me. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's episode. If you would like to work with me, if you want to know more information about me and what I do, all of my links are listed below. You can find out how to personally work with me during doing any one of my readings or consults. The classes that I have available are listed below as well. If you enjoy reading, please check me out on Medium or on my blog. I've been becoming active over there again. And so those links are listed below as well. And make sure you subscribe to my email list. It's the best way to get notification of when I have personal messages that I want to share with you, when I have new releases. Some things I'll only release to my email list. And so you want to make sure you are subscribed to that so that you can get them. And when you do subscribe, you will get a free 5-day audio series that is teaching you how to live and how to heal through spirituality during times of turmoil. And so I feel that so many need that right now. So I've done a free 5-day audio series. It's going to come directly to you in your email over the next 5 days when you subscribe to my email. Thank you to all of you all that continuously donate to support my work and my channel. I thank you so much. No matter how much you give, I'm just so grateful that you see fit to donate to me and the work that I do. I love you all. I appreciate you all. And I will speak with you in the next episode. Take good care of yourself.